Warriors! We have another loaded show coming your way today on Golden State Warriors today. But before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel for year-round coverage of the Golden State Warriors. And we have a competition brewing here between Warriors today and the Los Angeles Lakers report. A battle between these two teams, which could be one of the most anticipated second-round NBA playoff matchups of all time. I really want to take down the Lakers report in beating them to 50,000 subscribers. And if you're new to us here, look, we give you Warriors content year-round, best analysis, news, rumors, and all that. And if we don't get to 50,000 subscribers by April 30th, we're 4 days away, we might go sub-only if we don't get to that mark, meaning you won't be able to watch our content unless you're subscribed. So if you want to get informed on the Warriors, hit that subscribe button. But also, if you hate the Lakers and you want to take them down, subscribe to the show. Everybody loves a friendly competition. And with that, let's start today's show. A pivotal Game 5 in this series between the Golden State Warriors and Sacramento Kings is going down tonight in Sacktown. We're going to talk about that, keys to the game, De'Aaron Fox update, but we begin with an Andre Iguodala update. Been a little while since we talked about Iggy. Warriors giving an injury update on his status. Here's what the organization had to say. Warriors forward Andre Iguodala, who suffered a fractured left wrist on March 13th against the Phoenix Suns, had the splint on his left wrist removed last week. He started progressive rehab of the wrist and could be cleared to begin light ball handling and shooting drills in the next 7 to 10 days. He'll be reevaluated again in 2 weeks. Not sure how this affects the Warriors for this playoff run. Probably not at all. Frankly, I'm not sure how much Iggy would be a part of this playoff rotation, and obviously it won't matter if the Warriors cannot finish off the Sacramento Kings as they look to come back from 2-0 with the series locked up at 2-2 heading into this monster game tonight in Sacramento. Andre Iguodala this year, been a frustrating one for him and this organization. You knew in bringing him back as he's closing in and getting closer to retirement, he wasn't going to get a lot of minutes, right? They're bringing him back for leadership, to basically be a de facto player coach on this bench with Steve Kerr. But he barely played this year. 8 games played, and I think that at some point Andre Iguodala going to be a basketball Hall of Famer. But look, I don't think the Warriors really need him, but he's a Warriors legend, and we pass along the latest news here on Golden State Warriors today, which is why we're talking about Iggy's status. Speaking of Game 5, what a playoff series this has been between the Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. I mean, it has been so much fun to really see both of these teams exchange punches and go back and forth in what has been a thrilling first-round series. And Game 5, it's going to continue this series tonight with it locked up 2-2. Tip-off set for 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. And the Warriors, after 2 consecutive wins, 1.5-point road favorites. Obviously, that had somewhat to do with De'Aaron Fox's injury, a fracture in the index finger of his shooting hand. The over-under set for 234.5 because these two squads, they can score the basketball. So today's poll question is this. Predict the matchup for this Game 5. GSW for the Warriors, SAC for the Sacramento Kings. Who do you like to win Game 5 tonight? As for the aforementioned De'Aaron Fox, we're going to get into his injury status coming up around the corner because he injured that finger in Game 4, and the Warriors have not been able to stop him so far in this playoff series. But before we give you an update on De'Aaron Fox, one of the best upstart young players in this league and one of the top point guards in the NBA. Today's show is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. We have a great deal for you only if you use that link at the bottom of your screen, chatsports.com/underdog Warriors, and our promo code ChatGSW. Warriors fans, don't miss out on the excitement of playing fantasy sports with Underdog Fantasy, the easiest and fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Build a pick'em entry by choosing whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in tonight's game, and you could win up to 20 times your money in a single night. Sign up today with our promo code ChatGSW and get your first deposit doubled up to $100. All you have to do, visit chatsports.com/underdogwarriors. Here's what I'm going with for tonight's slate of NBA games, and it's a loaded slate with 4 games, all of them very, very important. Cleveland Cavaliers on the brink of elimination. Darius Garland, his home and road splits, they're drastically different. So I'm going higher, 21.5 points for Darius Garland. As for Dennis Schroeder, he's had some big minutes for the Los Angeles Lakers, 7.5 points. I think he notches 10 points. I'm going higher there. And Dillon Brooks continues to be an all-time fraud. 19.5 points combined with rebounds and assists. I'm going lower because I think right now he's mentally rattled. 100% match using the code ChatGSW. That link and promo code available in the comment section and in the description of this video. Let's get back to De'Aaron Fox here. Injury update on him. The initial report seemed to be very, very concerning for his injury status for Game 5. Looks as though he's going to give it a go. Fox on his status himself. This is coming right directly from the source. There's no if, ands, or buts. I am playing. This is kind of refreshing to hear if you're just an overall basketball fan, given today's load management, resting era. It's great that De'Aaron Fox is going to try to play, even with this injury. Joel Embiid banged up for Philadelphia. He's going to try to go in that second-round series, either against the Celtics or the Atlanta Hawks. Look, for the Warriors, if Fox is playing, I understand that he's going to be hurting with that finger. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to shoot the basketball. He's really going to try to take it to the rack because that touch around the rim, layups, dunks, floaters, it's not going to be as effective as the shot, right? And for the Warriors, you need to shut down Fox to win this basketball game. And if he's hobbled, look, I don't want to see him injured, right? But if he's hobbled, it improves the Warriors' chances of maybe getting a closeout game at the Chase Center in San Francisco for Game 6. Fox in this series against the defending NBA champions. He has been awesome, spectacular, unstoppable, thrilling. 31.5 points per game, 7 dimes, 2.5 steals per game too. Good defensive player who's twitchy, uber athletic, and he's been able to connect on about 45% of his field goals. So will Fox be at full strength against the Warriors? I'm going no. If you disagree, why for yes? If you just think that report was floated out there just because of some leverage type stuff, let us know down in the comment section. NFL draft is coming up tomorrow on Thursday, and on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, a lot of you have joined me for our NBA playoff watch parties, hoping to do Warriors-Lakers in the second round, but also we crush our NFL draft content as well. It all kicks off Thursday, first round of the NFL draft, 6 o'clock Eastern, and we'll be live all 3 days of the NFL draft talking about every pick during every single round, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Keys to a victory for the Dubs in Game 5 on the road. Had to finally get a road win. Warriors have been awful on the road all throughout this year, and the sample size is a little bit concerning. But can their playoff experience, championship-level experience, really come to the forefront here? Let's hope so. Road defense also has to get better. The Warriors at home, inside the friendly confines of the Chase Center, a much better defensive team than they are on the road. Going to have to be better on that end to stop what is a very, very good Kings offense. Which role players are going to step up? Interested to see what Steve Kerr is going to do with that starting 5. Will Draymond Green come in off the bench once again? Will he start? And will Jordan Poole come in off the bench? Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Dante DiVincenzo, those players going to have to step up. Can you get a classic Steph Curry and Klay Thompson heater? How many times have they snatched the souls of their opponent in a huge game? This is a young upstart Kings team that doesn't have a lot of playoff experience outside of Harrison Barnes. Steph and Klay, on the other hand, they've been a part of 4 NBA championships. They've been around the block a time or 10. Can they both go off? Because if this series shifts back to San Francisco with the Warriors up 3-2, closeout game, no way they're losing that game. Win tonight, I think this series is over. I think the Dubs advance to the second round, and it's looking more likely that they could take on the Los Angeles Lakers, which could be one of the best second-round playoff series that we've seen in a long, long time. So we asked you to predict the winner a little bit earlier. Now predict the score between the Dubs and the Sacramento Kings. It has been an exhilarating first-round series. It all continues tonight.